y'all, welcome back. Random TV Reviews, your girl and I.
Your boy standing live.
We're gonna go ahead and apologize. We told y'all that this was gonna be late, but we didn't expect it to be this late. What had happened was we're going to link a video from our vlogging channel, which will explain the foolishness that happened around here.
All the bullshit.
But let me tell you, I'm just gonna give you the title. Drunk white woman passed out in our yard.
Yeah.
You gotta
check it out.
Once you check it out, leave a comment to let me know what you would have done if this happened.
Yeah.
So the reason for us not doing the review before we left out of town was I was not mentally prepared.
Yeah.
It blew me. But anyway.
I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I hope you ate a whole lot of turkey, macaroni and cheese, meatballs, collard greens, yams.
Do you know he has me cooking that right now? Because
we had time to cook them before we left. But yeah, so
yeah.
Hope you enjoyed your family.
So.
Oh yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. Do it right now. It don't cost you nothing. Yeah. Be thankful.
Like the preacher say, don't think about it. Do it right now.
Do it right now. Yeah. Don't let the devil talk you out of it.
Yeah, it'll save your soul. Will there be one? Will there be two? So I think it was a really, really good episode. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It didn't have a lot to it, but it had a lot to it.
It had a lot of substance. That's what I appreciate. The writing always have a lot of substance in it.
Yeah,
it's perfect for what's going on in this country right now. Perfect.
Yes. So. Like, whenever we don't do our reviews, we don't watch anybody, so we haven't watched anybody's reviews. Yeah. But I did peek on Twitter, and the first thing I saw was somebody said she done made her way back in, and I said, oh, hell, who is this? Oh, hell. So we'll talk about that, too. Yeah. So we opened it up. It was kind of weird how it opened up, because I thought that my DVR had messed up, but we saw Too Sweet basically having a panic attack or a episode of basically being independent or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that will come into play a little later on. So, we see Hollywood. Hollywood's on the phone with somebody. Was like, I didn't pay you $139 for a quickie. I said, what?
This is supposed to be expedited service.
Quicker than your normal slow aid service.
So I was like,
what is he doing?
Did he order something from U.S. Postal Service? Because you know y'all order expedited service for them.
And it's the normal.
And it's normal.
So, he tells Ralph Angel, he said, look, I paid $139 to get an I can't talk. To get this these divorce papers expedited.
Now she can't talk. She's talking about when I bust my words up. Now y'all get her.
I do it. I don't care.
Get her.
But basically he was like, look, ain't nothing happened. He said the reason I did it like that is because I can't roll up on your aunt without some papers. Yeah. I need to show her that I'm real serious about being with her or whatever. So Ralph Angel was like, true. You got a point. Yeah. So then he went on back to, and I thought about the Kings of Comedy. Here, the boy you sitting behind that look just like your daddy. I said, he said, what that look like? Worried? Because that's what I am right now. And he looked at him kind of like, yeah. So then we flip on over where we saw, I'm going to get them out the way right off the gate. So we saw Vi. She stopped by with a homemade thing of macaroni and cheese, boy. Woo. Ralph Angel said, is this for me or is that for old Hollywood? She said, well, I did notice that Hollywood's truck been here a little earlier than normal.
Yeah, he supposed to got back Saturday.
Ralph Angel said,
oh, he been here all week.
She said, what?
Oh.
So he called, he said,
hey, Wood.
You got company.
You got company.
Well, you already done bucked up now.
Yeah.
Because she pissed off that, you'd have been in town all week.
And you ain't stopped by the Donna or come by the house and see me yet.
See, look. Vi, I love you. And you had your, what's Ray J mama name? But she borrowed Ray J mama wig. And she turned into Ray J's mama. Because what you don't do is you do not throw away.
No, good
macaroni and cheese.
No, you don't do that. I don't care how pissed off you
then, unless they got some... She threw away a real Pyrex.
Yeah. Yeah, them Jones that cost a grip.
Nah, they don't cost a grip. But you don't throw them away?
Oh, Pyrex ain't cheap like they used to be. One time you can go get a whole pack of 4 for about $3. Now them jokers cost you about $20 to get 4 of them.
That still ain't high style. But anyway.
That's a lot for some freaking glass to go in the oven.
Yeah, so she threw that joker in the trash and sped off like Pinky dropped.
Yep.
I said, oh hell.
I said, goddamn, Hollywood's game is tight, but his execution sucks, man. Like, come on, man. I'm like, come on, man.
So then we see Vi, she over at the diner, and her and Roberta is talking or whatever. And Roberta's like, look, in order to get over something old, you got to get into something new.
Yeah, we need to go
at that time.
Yeah.
This dude came through with the liquor or whatever, and I think his name was Dale.
Yeah.
And Dale, they started talking about going to the juke.
Juke. He said, oh, what you know about the juke?
I said, okay. He said, well, I'm going to be at the juke. You going to be at the juke? Okay, we'll be at the juke.
Yeah.
I said, this ain't going to be
right.
right.
Why them old cats always do that, though? When you bring up something,
they gonna be
what
there.
you know about that?
Yeah.
It's like, as if you don't know nothing what's going on.
Like this new.
Yeah.
So Hollywood, he's sitting at the house, right? He hot. He talking to Ralph Angel, and he was like, "I've been too good to Vi for her to be treating me like an old nigger in the street."
Yeah, said the only one to say that you bad is her.
Yeah.
No, Ralph Angel said.
And Ralph Angel said, "Man, you right.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right." But they were two shades in the window, boy. That was so up.
So then we see Boogie come through, and Boogie said, "Look,
what the hell did Boogie have on?"
I know he had on a Halloween candy cane shirt. Cause that's what Hollywood said he had on, a Halloween candy cane shirt and the hat to match. He said, "Look at here, Hollywood.
Look like he get ready to go to the cabaret."
That's where he was going.
Yeah.
At the Moose Lodge.
Yeah.
Y'all know what the Moose Lodge is?
Y'all know about that?
Where the Masons go?
That's the country stuff,
yeah.
though.
So where the Masons go?
Yeah.
You don't know what they doing, but they be in there and they don't have no windows. So if they had the windows, they tinted.
Yeah.
Like, what y'all Masons be in there doing?
Yeah, what y'all be doing?
I know people that's married to Masons and they don't know what the hell they doing. That's scary.
All of it's secret.
They got briefcases that you better not touch.
Mm-hmm.
It'll go off with ink. So Boogie said, "Look, you need to go ahead and get out the house and come on through and go out with me and Ralph Angel." I said, "This ain't gonna go right."
Because they gonna be end up at the same goddamn club.
Well, that's what happened.
And that's exactly what happened.
Ralph Angel and Boogie and Hollywood come through the door, but when they come through the door, that daggone Vi is just dragged.
She getting it, boy.
She getting it in with Dale. I said, oh. And you know how on that movie Two can play that game?
Oh yeah,
where everybody on the floor dancing, but all of a sudden everybody disappear. Hollywood said,
"Wait a minute."
He would get ready to
go over there, and Ralph Angel was like, "Nah, you don't want to do that." He was right though. I was like, "Nah, you. First of all, you don't even know what's happening.
Yeah.
And then you ain't trying to call you. Matter of fact, you gonna be in jail. Yeah.
Cause Hollywood look like he could throw some hands.
Yeah.
He do. He look like he could throw some hands. I said he over there looking like one of the Redskins mascots. Just over there burgundy. I said I like me some Hollywood. So Hollywood gets in his feelings and he was like, "You know what? I'm out.
I'm gone. I'm going back."
I said, "You left a little bit too soon, because if you stayed 5 more minutes, you would have saw that Vi was really just dancing with this dude. She won't try to do nothing with this dude. Dude was trying to take her home now."
Yeah, he was.
She said, "Look, I'm going home by myself and go to bed."
Yeah.
But Hollywood had already left by then, and I said, "Please don't let this be the end of." Cause you know, men, when they make a decision like that, you be like, "Hell."
Yeah, once we set in, yeah, that's it.
It is what it is.
Yeah, what it is.
So then we see Hollywood. He packing up his skit.
And Ralph Angel, like, he was getting ready to cry. He was like, he was ready to lose his daddy. Well, he was like,
well, basically,
I mean, he did lose his daddy, but I think
he's like a secondary dad.
Yeah, he do look up to him like a daddy.
He was like, what? He said, "You know what? I'm going to go get take a gig a little earlier down at the Ritz, make some extra money. I'm gonna find me a place down there, because they don't need me coming back down here. I ain't got nothing to come down here for." He said, Ralph Angel said, but
you always got a place there, you know.
He said, "But I think you got something else going on over there." And Dollar there. So Ralph Angel was like, "You know what? You still my uncle, right? I'll get ready to cry."
Yeah.
I'll get ready to cry, because I have people like that in my family where people break up. I don't care what happened between y'all. That's my uncle.
We still good?
And that's my aunt.
Yeah.
And if his new whatever don't like it, she just don't like. And I ain't gonna be disrespectful. But at the same time,
that's still my uncle though.
That's still my people. They've been rocking with me since I've been 4. You think I'm gonna cut that off because y'all ain't working out? No.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so yeah, like I got an aunt now that hell, my uncle done been through 2-3 of them, but she's still the one we claim. All of us, it's bad when the sisters only claim her too.
She good peeps though.
Oh, she's
really good peeps.
Let me say I need something. She will come from Maryland tonight.
Yep.
And come see about this chick right here. So yeah. So he went ahead and he said, you know, Ralph Angel said, whenever, you know, me and Blue get opportunity, we're going to be down there.
We're going to come see you.
We're going to come see you now. You know,
he said, I like it. I like it.
And he pulls off. And I said, please let
Vibe pull on up in there. Let
at
Vibe
the end of the driveway or something.
Like, nah.
God.
Daggone it, man.
I'm mad about that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about Charlie. Now, Charlie took Remy out to the mill. It's this abandoned mill.
Look like skit.
Basically, she wants to buy this to mill their own sugar, which we were talking about that in the last.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah.
Why can't y'all just do y'all own thing or whatever? But as we can see, someone else has tried to do this before, and it looks like the what's their last names? The Boudreaux.
The Boudreaux, yeah.
And them what's their names? Landry's,
yeah.
They basically sabotaged these folk and ran them out of town. And Remy was like, look, you gonna take on a giant and basically lose. Remy said, you don't know who you talking to, player.
Charlie.
You don't know who you talking to.
I done took on bigger giants than this, and I won.
So I said, oh, okay, I'm with you. So he was like, so how much? She was like, close to 9, because the Landrys are in on this too.
Yeah, they
want to buy it at 8. But they would sell it to her
for 9. Yeah.
He said, well, where you going to get the money from? Because the bank not going to give it to you. She said, well, if I can get an investor to come along and give me half, I think I'll be able to swing this or whatever. And I said, well, what investor? And she started talking about the that Frank guy from the Springers. And I said, okay, that's why she was buttering him up at that
she got that plan rolling, boy.
I said, okay. So she eventually goes and meets with this guy, and she's talking to him about this, that, and the third, and talking about, you know, Davis coming to work with, coming to play. Basically, this dude told her, your husband ain't skit
without Felix.
I
said he won't score no 20, 30 points a game until Felix came along and, you know, was giving him the assist. I said, did he just shade him and say he got no game?
He did. So Charlie said, well, what if I can get you them both? He said, well, I already got a meeting set up with Felix. Are you able to pull off a meeting with Davis? She said, let me tell you something real quick.
Yeah.
That is still my husband.
Yeah.
So I do have access and pull. But since you don't believe me, just watch.
Boom.
I said, show him.
Show him about it. Yep.
So I was like, okay, whatever. And what else happened after that? So we see we're gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
So we saw Ralph Angel and Nova. They're having a little chit chat. And I said, is they over there growing weed?
Over there growing weed. Yeah.
And
you know Nova grow weed.
But I didn't never see, you know, Ralph Angel in on this with her, like in that setting.
Oh, true that.
So they were talking. Ralph Angel was like, look, I've been trying to call Charlie.
And she won't answer my phone call.
But she answered the phone for Nova. Nova was like, look, Ralph Angel got a good goddamn idea. So he gets on the speaker. He was like, look, I went down to St. James. You know, worked out a deal. Got some refrigerated trucks so that the sugar won't crystallize. It's gonna be expensive, but I think we will be good if we do this. Charlie was like, I hear you and everything, but
I got this.
I got something else working.
Now Ralph Angel pissed off again, boy.
I was with him though.
Yeah, because every time he have an idea, and his ideas be pretty tight, she shoot him right on down.
Shoot him right down, I said. So, he gets back to his house with where Darla is, and he's telling Darla, look, I'm so sick and tired of Charlie that if it's not her way, it's no way. If it ain't her idea, it's not a good idea. And although I don't like Darla,
she gave him a good talk though.
She did give him some good talk. Yeah. I give credit when credit's due.
Yeah, I mean, but crackheads can do that though.
Shut up, Stan.
They're good at that. So she's motivational speakers, man. How you think they get the money to buy the crack? You got to be a good.
What is that?
You got to be a good motivational speaker to go to talk somebody out their money. And they can do it. They can come. You swear up God, they come around and be like, I'm not gonna give them nothing. Give them no money, no money. And they get to talk to you and they say, you know, the $20 and came out your pocket and going in their hand.
They got that rock talking about something.
Your mama, what you call it? Samuel Jackson said, come on, mama. Come on, mama. Come on, mama. Come on, mama.
You know I do it.
Because you know I do it. Because I'm a crackhead. My brother could do that thing, boy.
Oh yeah, you should see him do it.
He could do that thing.
Come on, mama.
Come on, mama.
Come on.
Come on, mama. Come on.
Summer. Crackhead.
How his daddy gonna shoot him and then come and put the gun on the Bible and start praying and quoting scriptures?
That's what I would have did.
Get out!
In that story time that y'all about to see after y'all watch this. That's exactly what I was gonna do. I'm telling you, we can't make this stuff up. Y'all gotta watch it. Don't forget. So basically, Darla tells him, look, you the one that gets up and checks on the farm. You the one that's been living here. You the one doing all the groundwork.
Yeah, all this is you right here.
Charlie, all she doing is the business side of this. Your daddy would be proud of you. So she was saying, Charlie is dumb for not listening to you. And not only is your daddy proud of you,
but I'm proud of you. It's like, wait a minute.
And she went ahead and kissed. I said, Ralph Andrew, if you follow her, you better not leave from that sink. And at that moment, he didn't leave from the sink. I said,
he was good at that point. He was good.
All right. I'm going to get into this part. Like I told you, I'm going to be all over the place. Charlie calls Felix's woman with his wife and said, oh, I heard you're about to be in town. She was like, yeah, we got a meeting today. She said, let's do lunch.
Yeah, today.
Well, the girl tried to blow her off at first. She was like, well, we busy. We da-da-da-da-da. She said, look, whatever. You know, we can meet tonight. Okay. So they went ahead and met that night. And they're sitting there talking or whatever. And at the same time, Charlie's phone is ringing. Because earlier in the episode, she had promised Remy
that they was going on a date.
They was going on a date when they was at trying to buy the rig or whatever.
Yeah.
Not the rig, the mill.
The mill, yeah.
So, Charlie got game, y'all.
Yeah, she got game. Her game, yeah.
So Charlie was like, so is your husband gonna sign with the Springers or whatever? And she was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And is Davis gonna sign with the Springers? And they went on and on this rabbit hole. And I said, where you getting there, Charlie?
Where you going, Charlie?
So Felix's wife said, you know, you and your husband were such the ideal couple. Do you not think that there's a way that y'all can work it out and get back together? And Charlie said, I know too much.
Yeah, I know the truth of what happened in that room that night.
And she was like, well, what you talking about? She said, oh, you don't know? And she said, well, basically a prostitute extorted money from all of us and we paid her off and she's gone. She said, oh, well, I had a sit down with her.
And I have the truth.
I have the truth.
Said,
listen, your husband will sign for the Springers.
Yeah.
And he and Davis will be basically a team again. The girl said, oh, I don't like being blackmailed. She said, well, put it to you like this. She said, if your husband doesn't sign for the Springers, because he will listen to you.
Yeah.
The truth and the audio of what your husband did to that lady, and she named her name, I can't Melina.
Melina, yeah.
Will be all
on every gossip site that's out there.
By when?
By tomorrow.
I
said, go. So you better get to talking. You better.
And at that moment, you could tell that she was like, what? So my husband did do this. So not only that, she's like, okay, now my marriage, but if it gets out, you gotta do it.
Yeah, because she told Charlie, said, if you don't do it, his career is gonna be ruined. And he not gonna get no deal with the Knicks.
With the who?
The Knicks.
Yeah. I said,
boom. Gotcha.
Got him.
Got him, yeah, got him.
So, we see Nova. Nova goes and meets up with Two Sweet's public defender.
He pissed me off.
He pissed me off, but at the end...
But I understood what she explained it, yeah.
What she basically said was, look, I ain't here for what you think I'm here for. I'm actually here to talk about Two Sweet. He said, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
And he said, look through that pile and take a number. He could be any one of those. And until he's pushed to the top of that list, I don't know he exists. So basically he said, look, we're in a system that's underpaid. We're overworked. There's not enough manpower to do what we're doing. And basically at the end of the day, he's just a number.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Wish I could move faster, but I can't. And he wheels around in his wheelchair. I said, whoa. It's a lot going on in this scene right here.
Yeah.
So then we see Nova. She's over at this. She's doing like a panel, like a what was the name of it?
It was called
it was at Xavier University.
Yeah. It was kind of like a I guess an empowerment forum type of setup. I mean, it was powerful. It was good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, this lady is interviewing Nova, and she's talking about her work and being a journalist and the responsibility of being a journalist and being an activist. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Well, it got real. Basically, they started talking about what do you think about the Black Lives Matter thing, and didn't she just come back and say everything that I said? I ain't trying to be funny.
Huh.
But basically, why I keep swinging his hair like on Friday?
Yeah.
Hold up on that coochie mama. So she's basically like, Black Lives Matter is basically a liberation for black people. It's not that you mean because you're pro-black, you're anti-white. It doesn't mean that because you're against police brutality that you're against police officers. Yeah. And while she's talking, she notices that Calvin
is in the audience.
Is in the building. And she said, I said, wait a minute.
So he came through.
I said, we knew we was going to see Calvin once again. I said, Calvin had that look in his eyes like, I did not come to play with you hoes. I said,
so I came to get my chocolate woman back.
I said, oh.
That's what I came to do.
God. So the lady was asking her, so like, what is some of the criticisms that you have about the Black Lives Matter movement, whatever. She said, I would not necessarily say that it is a criticism, but we have this idea that there needs to be a leader in order to organize, do this. She said,
to bring liberation, but what you don't.
People been doing this for forever.
Yeah.
You know, you do your part.
Movements, and she said it didn't make a difference. They was gay, straight, queer, black, white, but
you just did the work.
You just did the work to bring about the liberation.
Yeah. So she was like, basically, there's no balance at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's basically what I got out of it, is that yes, we're against police brutality, and she said, but you have to look at the fact that there are some awesome police officers out there, some great people, and she said, I know that
for a fact. So she do know it.
And and that got done. Calvin said,
"Yep."
I said,
"Wait a minute."
I said, "Do you got your girl always going on? You just as slick as you want to be?" I said, "Go ahead."
But how you gonna be? I just thought about this here. You know, how you gonna be dating and sleeping with a married police officer? He know you growing weed. He didn't get you locked up.
Cause he love her.
He probably smoking it with her.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was going to tell something.
But he was a good cop though. He's a good cop. But I'm glad now he understands what she's trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that just because I'm trying to take down your police force, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Cause you not in that number, but you in that number.
Yeah.
You know, just like if something. Never mind.
Yeah.
Whatever. So later on, Calvin calls, and he said, "Hey, you was looking good up on that panel tonight."
Yeah, D. So.
He was like, you know, I just admire you, and you basically he was saying, I'm intrigued by you every day.
Yeah, I've been thinking about you, baby. I can't live without you.
Yeah. So then he said, you know, there was some crazy charges up on Too Sweet or whatever. He said, I looked at them, got some other people to look into them, and said, basically, I did you a solid.
She said, I can't thank you enough.
He said, I love you.
But that was good, though, man. She been pushing hard for Too Sweet, though. She been pushing hard to get his liberation.
Yeah, but when he said, I love you, I thought about DJ Khaled. I said, hell.
Yep.
I said, DJ Khaled, love
but
I love you.
That was a prime example to show that it takes all of us to help our liberation.
Yeah.
Because just think, if Nova was anti-white and racist against white,
they wouldn't have never helped.
That would have never been hooked up. But because she's not that way, a white police officer was able to get a young brother set free for charges that he didn't do. You see that?
It's bad that he had to do it,
that way,
but he did do it.
Yeah, and sometimes it's gonna happen that way. For real. Yeah, it's gonna happen where you just never know how your liberation is gonna come.
That's it. That's why you don't X out anybody.
Yeah, you don't X out anybody. Only X out people who is against you, that's racist towards you like that. But if somebody is for the liberation, come on board. You see that they genuine, come on board, help us out. Through. Yeah.
Say, God needs you. Look, because you might be able to get in the door that I can't.
Yeah, that's right. Because everybody has their own type of connections, and because he was on the force, he was able to call the DA directly and get the charges dropped.
Just like that.
Just like that.
So when he said, "I love you," in his DJ Khaled voice, she was like, basically, she was like, She said, but you know what?
I can't share you no more.
I said, oh.
Yeah, I can't share
Okay,
you.
I said, now the moral compass is coming in. Because we didn't really care that she was with a white man and all that. We didn't care. We cared that he was married.
Yeah, that's the part.
He said, hey, I left my wife.
I said, oh, I stood up. I had to walk around. I had to walk around the living room. I said, wait a minute.
Nova said,
oh, she had to sit back down. She was like, oh.
Them daggone Wait and Exhale songs, that soundtrack started playing in her head. Why does it hurt so bad? Ooh. I said, oh.
So goddamn Calvin done worked his way home back in, didn't he, buddy?
Yeah. So this is how it is, right here.
How T.I., how you say T.I. is?
Yeah. Charlie gets a text message from Davis. Davis is worried about Micah because he was trying to reach out to Micah. Early in the episode, we saw that Micah ain't feeling his daddy because he was like,
not even a bit.
My daddy paid prostitutes for years and da-da-da-da-da. Key thing for parents is everything you do does affect them.
Yeah, it does.
You know, even though there will come a time where he's going to be able to separate your actions from the fact that you are dad.
Yeah, he's gonna realize that you're human.
Yeah,
but it's gonna take
certainly
a little
when
while.
he start making his own bullshit mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
that he's already made.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't make it, but he know. You know, he said it won't his, but
yeah. So because he's ignoring his dad's phone calls, text messages, whatever, Davis texts Charlie and was like, "Can you get Micah to give me a call because he's ignoring me or whatever?" And right then and there, I said, "Charlie,
the wheels is turning. I can see it. I seen the look in her eyes."
So she comes home and she sees that Micah has like a little study group going. I thought she was gonna catch Micah having sex, but I'm glad that didn't happen. The girls,
it's gonna happen though.
Yeah,
oh, it's gonna happen.
The girls that's in the little group, they intrigued by Charlie. They've been following her on her social media. They like her, whatever. So Charlie goes back in the room and she's getting ready to call Davis back. But like he said, them wheels started turning.
The wheels was turning, boy.
She said, Davis, I'm gonna need you to get here. It's about Micah. He's been hanging out with the wrong people. He's basically being disrespectful. You just need to get here.
And she won't lie. He has been. Yeah. So she didn't lie. but she used it though.
Woo!
I can't wait to see how that's gonna pan out right there.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get to the part that pissed me all the way off. Ralph Angel, you ain't skit for this.
So she got you, player.
She got you.
She got you by you balls.
So after Hollywood leaves and goes back to the rigs, Ralph Angel goes because you know his heart broke. He a little vulnerable, so I give him that. He goes in the house and Darla was like, "Look, I done read to Blue. He's in the bed. You know, da 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 da." I started talking about pancakes and the Waffle House and all that. No, and we really won't. But and she said, "I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave for the night, and I'll be back in the morning." Ralph Angel said, "You won't have to do that.
You know, I can get up in the morning and go get the pancakes, but I want you to stay over here tonight."
But
she did try to leave though, so we gotta give her credit for that though. She did.
Styling.
But I know the game too though. You know, you hang out over there real late, see, because you know that the person gonna be like, you know what, I don't want you to be out there in the dark all by yourself.
Yeah, just go ahead and spend the night.
Yeah, go on, stay over there with me for the night. You setting it up the whole time.
Stop rubbing up on me. So
gonna cut this camera off.
So yeah, Ralph Angel invited her to spend the night. Next thing I know, they got the kissing and the hugging and the caressing. And I said, God damn.
Said, who? There it is.
We're gonna have a Blue ×2.
Yep.
That was basically it, y'all. Queen Sugar.
Yeah.
Don't forget to watch that that link video.
Yeah, you gotta click that right there.
Sorry,
we can't make it up.
We
can't make it up.
So
again,
y'all will forgive us after y'all watch that.
Yeah. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. To everybody you know about Stanley Annette over here at Random TV Reviews.
Yes, and please share this video since it's so late. I know it's not gonna get the shine that it deserves.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that arrogantly, but you know. But yeah, please share. Twitter, Insta, do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do.
To make sure that it's worth our time. But straight from the VA.
The dirty, dirty South. Two up, two down. Holla.